Yes, people, welcome to Weird and Wonderful, the place where two football fans come to hash things out. It could get ugly, but the game stays beautiful. Moses, how are you?
Very good, my friend. Top of the table, feeling high on life right now. How are you doing, brother?
Oh, we're getting straight into that, yeah? All right.
No, just always
yeah,
mind
yeah, I'm good. Second in the league.
Up.
Is what it is, man. Is what it is.
No, it's just, do you know what it was? I was listening back to one of our pilots the other day, and do you know what? I'm going to clip it up and send it over to you. It was like, it's not that I'm Ollie out. I just think United could do better, you know? I just don't think they're going to get where they need to get to with Ollie.
Was that me?
Essentially, I might be paraphrasing a little bit, but that was the gist of it. To be fair, that was just after he got knocked out of the Champions League, to be fair. So probably deserved. But when you're not a United fan, you haven't got the foresight that I do anyway. But yeah, let's obviously look, as you can probably tell, guys. This video is previewing the United. Obviously, I'm United. Ishmael's Liverpool. Previewing the big derby on the weekend. But before we jump into it, Ishmael, it's been a bit of a poignant day because obviously today's Friday. This is going up tomorrow, but today is the day that Wayne Rooney, an absolute legend of my club, legend of English football, a legend of Liverpool, decided to hang his boots up. And
it's a small part of Liverpool, very small part of the city.
True. All right, let's not get into geography. But for me, I could say that he's probably the footballer that I remember tracking most, or being the most excited about. Just because when we were about I don't know how old we were, but when he was 16 bursting onto the scene, I think football fans in general were just excited. It wasn't just about Everton fans. He wasn't a United player. It was just an exciting prospect to see a 16-year-old burst onto the scene. Not like Michael Richards, of course, but properly burst onto the scene and score a win against Arsenal, against David Seaman, one of the best English goalkeepers of all time. So
Remember the name, Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney, exactly. So I just wanted to just start that off by paying a bit of homage to him, because I know that we both like I said, he's one of those players that, we're 27, 26, so we really got to see his career start from start to end. And what a career, can you say?
All jokes aside from that, like he is, you got a big Rooney up. Like he's a legend of the game. Record scorer for club and country. Like that's no mean feat. Like Rooney's done his thing. He's not my legend, but he's a legend. So
he is a legend. He's a legend of the game, and I think
to Rooney.
I don't know if it's his own fault, but I do feel like he's kind of underrated by a lot of either English media especially, but just by football fans in general. I feel like we forget how good he was. Like just looking back to some of the goals he scored over the past.
I think if Rooney started. Also, I think if he started, I think if he started now, I reckon he'd probably be rated a bit higher, because like he came about in a time where he was a bit of a, let's say, like a maverick on the pitch. Like he was a player.
He's old fashioned, wasn't he?
He played like he obviously was a forward, but you'd see him left back making tackles.
It was like he was schooled at Ajax, wasn't it? It was like he was just he was never given a position when he was younger. It was like he was never given.
He just played. He played his own way in it. So like. For me, like, he was enjoyable to watch. Like echoing what you said, it was nice to see. Obviously, like going through like school, Rooney was always like the young kid. Like we kind of, as he got older,
we grew along with. We grew up with him.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. But
I don't want to make you feel too uncomfortable.
Oh, that's it.
Let's not dwell too much.
Let's not forget he's Everton and Man United, and there's only one team I'm on.
Yeah, let's not dwell on it too much. I don't want to upset you too much. But yeah, but had to pay homage to Wayne though. I'm sure many football fans around the world are doing the same right now.
As a football fan, big him up. As a Liverpool fan, he can, yeah.
Yeah, he scored some beautiful goals against Liverpool.
We'll move on.
But yeah, big up Wayne Rooney. But yeah, so obviously massive game on Sunday. But before we jump into that, I feel we've got a couple of other fixtures we want to touch on just before we jump into the bigger.
Yeah. Do you want me to get up?
Yeah, get the fixtures up.
So actually, let's tell people what we're gonna do. Obviously, try and get like a couple of shows out a week. We're gonna do some score predictions every week, maybe a forfeit. We'll see how it goes. But we've agreed that we will, by absolute no means, be wearing opposing football team shirts. Like that would not be happening. Fixture. You can see how organised we are. This is going to be
it's the first show of hopefully many. So as we sort of grow and go on this journey with you guys, hopefully, you'll be able to join us to see our improvements. You'll have to give us some tips, what you like, what you don't like. Ultimately, this is a show made by football fans for football fans. Hopefully, we're always having a go at pundits, aren't we? We're always like listening to what they're saying on like the analysis. There's only a couple that I really respect, but a lot of them, like Jason McAteer.
It's time for us to put our money where our mouths are.
Exactly, and it's time that we exactly put our money where our mouth is and give our 2 cents, right? Time to
die some swords. But yeah, let's jump straight in.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go through some of the notable fixtures. Obviously, we'll get to our game at the end, which is Sunday. So the opening game of the weekend, by the time this comes out, it'll be today. It is Wolves West Brom at Albion, Midlands derby.
Do you know the thing is? I know it's been said
Sam,
already.
Man. Big Sam's looking a bit small right now.
I mean, he had that great result against Liverpool, and it just seems to have gone downhill from there.
It seems like everyone's getting points against us at the moment, so that's not even.
Yeah, I wasn't even meant as a diss. That was more just like a reference, but we can take it however you want.
Like I always say on the group chat, mate, I keep the receipts.
Yeah. Keep him. Keep him.
West Brom.
I couldn't pick a team. It's going to be a tricky one because Wolves without Raul Jimenez, obviously we're wishing a speedy recovery too. He looks like he's on the way to recovery, but Wolves haven't looked the same team, to be honest. We played them the other week and it wasn't the same Wolves as last year. And I mean, you can really tell they're missing Raul Jimenez as a focal point up front. I'm going to say this, for me, this is going to be a 2-2. I don't think it's
Desmond. Going for a Desmond, all right.
A Desmond 2-2 for me. West Brom do like to score goals, and I know form hasn't necessarily kind of supported that claim, but I do think they will score goals. And this Wolves team at the moment, I feel like they'll probably see blood a bit in this game. It will be a Midlands derby. They're going to want to.
Are you saying 2-2?
I think they'll get some goals. I don't know what it is about West Brom, but whenever I see them play, I always think they're a lot more attack minded than they should be probably, and I guess that's probably why they got Sam Allardyce in. So
yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm taking that back. I reckon this will be a 1-1. 2-2 is a bit extravagant.
It's at Molyneux. Don't know if that changes your.
I'm gonna go with 1-1. I don't see there being a winner in this game. I'm gonna go for a 1-1. What are you saying, Ishmael?
I can't really look past Wolves. They've also got a lot of players who I rate highly, man. Podence is sick.
Quality. Is that young
Neto, I've been raving him out for a long time. Neto's a baller, man. I can't see Big Sam getting a result. I think I'm going to go 2-1 to Wolves. Can't see past them.
I see Sam Allardyce.
I watched West Brom the other week. I watched them the other week against Arsenal. Arsenal fucking turned them over, man. That's when people started. That's when the Tierney hype really started to get.
Best left back in the world. All that nonsense. Yeah.
Just quickly, actually, where do you rate him in terms of the other left backs in the league? Obviously, Andy Robbo being at the top. hands down.
He's a good left back. He's very good, but he's playing for a team in 11th position, so I can't really take him too seriously right now. I know it's not all necessarily down to him, but yeah, it's hard to give credit. Like, I wouldn't have called Robertson the best left back in the Prem when he was at Hull, but he's probably gone to be up there as one of the best left backs in the Prem for sure. Probably behind Luke Shaw at the moment, on form. But I do like Tierney.
Wait, no. Let's go back here. Say that. Try to say that again, but look a bit more convincing when you're saying it, because
mate, you can go back. I just had a straight face. I think Luke Shaw. I know I'm a United fan, so I'm a bit biased, but I wasn't giving him. I thought he's frustrating the hell.
Rob, you said at the beginning we're meant to be giving honest, biased, unbiased, balanced football opinion. Now you're trying to say that Luke Shaw is the best left back in the league.
I never said that. I said he's up there. I think he's up there with Luke Shaw's. I think Luke Shaw's been performing up there. He's impressive.
One sec. Robertson is better than him.
Historically, yeah, for sure. But I think at the moment,
Luca Digne at Everton is better than him as well.
He's got a broke up ankle, man. He ain't playing football.
Tierney is better than him.
Okay, right. See, that's what you should have started with you then. Where do you see Tierney?
Ben Chilwell.
Who's Ben Chilwell? What's he been doing, man?
He's very average.
I can't even. Talking historically here.
I don't even rate Chilwell.
I'm not going to die on this hill. I'm not dying on this hill. I'm not going to say Luke Shaw's the best left back in the world, best left back in the Prem. All I'm saying, basically, I think his form of late, defensively, he's a beast. Attack going forward, I'm starting to see him in the opposition box. So like, I'm seeing enough for Luke Shaw to suggest he's going to.
Just quickly, do you think that tackle against Burnley should have been? I can't remember who it was against, but do you think that was a red card?
I had my heart in mouth. What concerns me with VAR now is when you slow down.
Yeah.
When you slow down challenges,
it looks mad. Yeah, it did look mad.
If he didn't win the ball, he's off. But he's won the ball and in a split second made contact. So for me, I don't think it's a red card. He's won the ball, and you can't kick a ball without your foot being there after. I don't think he's intended to hurt him. I think he's just cleared the ball, won the ball, and his follow through caught him. But I've always played, whenever I play football, always played by the rule. You take the ball, you take the man as well. You clear him out if you can.
I just think in this,
what do you think?
I hate to say like this day and age, in this day and age, I think that is a red. Like, it kind of reminds me of the tackle that broke his leg. I can't remember his Champions League. I can't remember who you were playing, but the way he went over it just looked mad.
When against PSV, I think it was. That was this.
Yeah, I think it was a Dutch team, innit?
But this was I'm sure that was just straight on each other. That wasn't. Yeah, that could. To be fair, it looked bad. It looked bad, and I had my heart in my mouth for a bit. But
as the saying goes, you see them given. But
yeah, for sure.
Let's move on.
So 1-1.
London. I said 2. Did I say 2-1?
You said 2-1 Wolves.
Yeah, fuck it. 2-1. London derby. Boy, oh boy. Fulham, Chelsea. Frank needs some serious points. He needs points. Quick.
You know what?
Quick.
Fulham are on a six game unbeaten run, I think it is. I see that.
Big up Scott Parker, by the way. Big up Scott Parker. He also big up Jai. Might be watching at some point. Fulham fan. You like to get him. I mentioned.
Say that again. I think he might have. What's it called? I think he might have just cut out. Then say his name again so he gets proper shout.
He knows who he is. There's only one Fulham fan on my timeline, so he knows who he is. I'm not saying his name again, but yeah, Scott Parker. I remember before the Liverpool game, I was talking the most, but.
Yeah, well, you looked rattled against Fulham. That first half, they were like walking into past your back line like you weren't even there.
Let's keep it relevant. That was in the past. That's just a quick reference. But actually, I did watch Fulham Spurs 2 days ago. Lookman was looking alright. You remember that penalty against West Ham?
I like the confidence, I like the confidence. I'm never gonna hate that. But for me, if he's
90 second minute or so, yeah, I think if you're in that position, especially if it's fucking 92nd minute or whatever it was, you twat that ball. down the middle.
I would rate him so much if he just belted it down the middle of the goal. Thinking fair enough. But if the goalkeeper stands down the middle of the goal and doesn't move, he's catching it. Blast it, hit him in the face. Let's move on. The time here, mate. So we've done the Wolves West Brom game. What's next on the?
Fulham Chelsea. What are you saying?
Chelsea, right. I see Chelsea.
I think it's at the Cottage. It's at the Cottage. Yeah, it's at Premier Cottage.
It's a home game for Chelsea. Like they're the best team in Fulham, pretty much, aren't they? So that's what I was saying.
True.
But yeah, so I'm going. I think Chelsea will stop the rot. I reckon I'll get probably a 2-0 win.
Is this the game where Timo Werner breaks his duck? Was it 12? Was it 12 games now or 11 games?
Around that. I think, to be fair, I think he scored against Morecambe. Him and Havertz.
We don't count them games. We don't count them.
I like to call them
Morecambe. Big boy Premier League games only.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm saying
I think
2-0 Chelsea.
If any of you are going to be watching around on Monday as well, on the show on Monday, we're going to talk about. Obviously, we'll be at the halfway point of the season, so we're going to talk about biggest flops, surprise packages, and Timo Werner, Chelsea fans, he'll be getting a special honourable mention in that. You're saying 2-0 Chelsea then, yeah?
2-0 Chelsea. I reckon Giroud.
I'm going to go. You know what, man? Fulham impressed me, especially second half. I'm going to go 1-1. Going to go 1-1. Yeah. 1-1.
I had a feeling to say that. I can't see. Fulham they're on a long run of not losing. I see it ending personally. I'm local to Fulham, so I've got a soft spot for those boys. But they've done well. They're doing well. I hope they stay up. But I do feel like Chelsea need the points more than Fulham do at the moment. I see them.
Yeah.
I see Chelsea turning up, but who knows?
2-0 you're saying?
2-0 Chelsea, yeah. I hope. I can't
really hang my hat on Chelsea like that. So yeah, I can't. They're not.
You know, you just get the feeling that they've got to turn it around at some point. I feel like Frank.
Yeah, I remember chatting to you before the Arsenal game, Arsenal Chelsea, and you're like, I think Arsenal this might be the time where they do something.
Exactly. I'm glad we didn't get to do the follow up to that because I could have been proven right. But do you know what? When it reaches a point where some clubs you just got, like Sheffield United, they had to win a game at some point. You know, I just couldn't see him in a derby and ending up in 8 points. So, but yeah. So what did you say? You said what? 1-1 Chelsea Fulham, yeah.
Yeah. 1-1.
All right, let's jump on. Let's jump onto the other one, just because conscious of the time.
We'll do one more. We'll do one more, then we'll go into the big one.
Start previewing. Nice.
Tomorrow evening, it's going to be quite a good game actually. Leicester, Southampton. That's going to be quite tasty.
Two teams.
That's like top of the table. What are they, like 4th and 5th or something?
Southampton have been incredibly impressive. They had a great start to the season. Tailed off a little bit, but
after you beat them, they kind of dipped.
But against the big teams, they really dig it out. I can't, like, they were 2-0 up against us in the first half, and admittedly Cavani had to save us, but they looked good. And I was worried for big portions of that game. Did feel like we were going to get the win, but they're a good team.
You know what I rate as well.
Hassan Mutual crying.
No. 4-4-2, bro. Anyone that still backs 4-4-2. That's the nostalgic formation right there.
Throwback to the glory days, to our youth. Ishmael.
None of this like number 10 defensive. Yeah. Your midfield. That's it. You just occupy the middle of the park. You score. You defend. Do it all, man. Do it all. Right. Let's address the elephant in the room. Shout out Alexander Burke. Let's go. Man United. Well, Liverpool, Man United. What the fuck is he gonna get? What was this?
My green screen's messing me up.
What was that? Some fucking certificate? What was it?
It's from the you can't even see it. Do you know? I'll show you another time, Smell. Next time you come round. But I think it's time we put some respect on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's name. Top of the bloody league, Ishmael. Do you hear that? Top of the bloody league.
Huh?
Top.
I heard you, man. I heard you.
Yeah, mate. It feels It feels good. You know what? I'm going to let you go first, but I just really had to say this, man. It feels real good to be back at the top of the table. And do you know what? At the start of the season, I wasn't expecting us to win the league. So the pressure for me isn't there. It's just nice to be at the top of the table again. It's refreshing. It reminds me of the good old times. And boy, oh boy, that game on Sunday means more than I can't even remember a game as important.
You finished.
Can't remember a game that's important. And do you know what? Liverpool fans, you feel the pressure now. You're feeling the pressure. This is what it means to be a big team again. Like when you're the hunted, it's different. It's different. You've now become the hunted. And you see what it's like to have a target on your back.
Are you done? Right, cool. Let me just address a couple of things then. Never before have I seen a team get to top of the league at any point in the season and chat the amount of shit that I've heard United fans talk all week.
No,
by going top. Like this has been mad. Like people celebrating, people saying don't chat to me unless you're top of the league. Like I'm just ridiculous. It's almost embarrassing. It shows the fall from grace.
Didn't take 30 years though, did it?
The best comparison I can give is that United fans this week have started to remind me of Arsenal fans with the way they're going on.
Arsenal fans have never been top of the table. When was the last time Arsenal were top of the table? It started the season because on alphabetical order. That's the only reason they're top of the table.
Bro, it's mid-January.
Yeah.
You've gone top. Like you won your game in hand. Cool, you went top, but. There's still 18 games to go, or like 20 games to go, 21 games to go. What is it? Where?
Let me explain then. Let me explain what the issue is here. So when Liverpool fans hear Man United saying we're top of the league, what man hear is we're gonna win the league. You know what I'm saying? That we're top.
Why are you celebrating? Why are you celebrating being top? Why would you celebrate being top?
What were you doing last year? You were celebrating being top all year.
No, we went top early. Look, there's a difference between no.
Yeah, but look, this is where it's different. We're not top at the start of the season.
There's a difference between going top. There's a difference between going top and staying top. You've just gone top. You haven't done. You've been top for like 5 days. Like there's no
No, we were joint top for a while.
I don't know where you lot get the audacity and fucking like.
Do you know? We don't know where we get it from.
Entitlement. Yeah, you're top under Fergie. Yeah, big deal. That's
20. Do you know where we get the entitlement from? 20 titles. 20 titles. That's why. Because we're in top. You're acting like you've never seen this before. You've never seen Man United top of the tree. Of course you have.
It's been a long time. I forgot, man. It's been a long time. It has been a long time, Shmuel. And that's the thing. Let me tell you. No. Let me tell you something.
I'll lose it if we beat you on the week.
If we beat you on Sunday, I don't care how it comes, even if it's an own goal, if it's a fucking 90th minute winner, you're gonna see that talk, mate. I'm gonna be mate.
But bro,
look, you know how I can get.
We're 3 points. We're 3 points clear.
You better make sure you block me on
clear. Well, we're 3 points clear, yeah. We're 3 points clear, right?
I don't care.
You man, it's not under pressure. You man have to win. You have to win. A draw isn't good enough.
Yeah. We do have to win. We
ain't got the pressure.
We do have to win.
We ain't got the pressure. And look, I'm not saying we're going to go we're not going to Anfield and we're going to win the game. It could well easily be 3-0.
It's the fucking home record. It's the home record as well, man.
Mate, it's on the line. Look, you man, Shmuel, you man have been top of the league for God knows how long. Didn't look like you were losing games ever. Right now, you're looking human. Without Virgil,
we've lost one
like
game.
A normal... Huh? 2 games. You lost 2 games now.
We've lost 2 games. Yeah, but since Virgil, we've lost.
Oh yeah, because you got smacked by Villa with him in the team.
Yeah, Virgil was on the pitch. It's not even like Virgil.
How did he allow that? I don't know how he allowed that. Grealish was running amok that day.
That was the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Let's reel it in a bit. Let's reel it in because I wanted to have a proper chat about this. I don't want it to get into this is what we were talking about.
This is what we said, man.
About
it gets ugly. It gets ugly, but the game stays beautiful, right? The game stays beautiful.
Do you know what? Sunday, Ishmael, I don't think either of us are going to be able to predict necessarily what the scoreline is going to be because we've seen the good and bad sides to both our teams this season. I think that's fair enough. But what I hope to see on Sunday is two great teams going at it. And do you know what? Win, lose or draw.
United a great team. United a great team.
Win, lose or draw. Well, we're top of the table. We got to be, haven't we? Win, lose or draw on Sunday. I'm fucking delighted with the progression made by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Win, lose or draw. Win, lose or draw.
You're
All I wanted this season was to get closer to the top. And we're top. So I'm happy. So that's what I want to get across. It could very well
I just hope you know how embarrassing it sounds.
No,
I know how embarrassing it sounds like you lot are celebrating.
I'm humble.
You're not,
I know where we've been.
Humble,
Bro, we were in eighth position this time last year. Eighth position,
You're in
25.
wait, hang on. You're in Europa League now. How? What? What? See when it starts getting to Thursday, Sunday, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. We'll see who's
We'll
what.
be playing our youth boys anyway, man. We've got some nice youth players coming through anyway. But let's look. My prediction for the game on Sunday, I could very easily see it. I'm getting nightmares, yeah, that it could be 3-0 in the first 30 minutes.
To us?
To you, man. Yeah. You, man, I know when you not turn up the heat and you need to win a game. I've seen you last season. It's scary.
It's scary. Thiago Alcantara. Just remember that.
Yeah. Well, I've got a theory on Thiago as well. I don't know if he's going to disrupt the way you play if you don't play Jordan Henderson there. I feel like you look like a different team when he plays there and Jordan Henderson.
Do you want to do starting 11? Do you want to do starting 11 predictions? Do you want to see how you feel in the lineup?
Yeah, let's do starting 11 predictions.
Go.
Let's do combined 11 and
actually as a home team, yeah.
Say that again.
As the home team.
Yeah.
Champions, yeah. Don't forget who we are as well. Champions. The big dogs, yeah. I'm gonna go first. We're gonna play. I want.
Go on then.
To see Alisson in goal, yeah.
Wait a second. Shouldn't it be the team that are first to go first? Because we're first.
Yeah, that's that. Alisson in goal. Trent. Right back, yeah, that's his nickname.
Right, start again. The Wi-Fi.
Alexander Arnold.
Cut out a little bit. Go on then. So Alisson in goal.
Trent. Redemption. Alexander Arnold at right back.
It's a long name.
Then centre back is where it gets a bit. Matip trained today, so we're gonna assume that he trained today. Yeah, pictures came out tonight, so you can soften that.
Squeeze in another training session tomorrow. You never know.
I used to do one on Sunday morning before. Don't mind. Don't care how it comes. I need to see Matip play. I need to see it. That's non-negotiable. I need to see that. So Matip, Fabinho at the back. Fabinho, man, he best DM in the league before this season. This season, probably one of the top 5 centre backs in the league as well. He's levels. He's completely levels. Robertson left back. Hendo midfield, sitting, disrupting, getting in fucking what's his name, Bruno Fernandez's face. Yeah, getting up on his grill. Then Gini, Thiago midfield. Yeah. Then the front three, man. The front three speaks for itself. Big game need to turn up. I want to see where ran down the length of the pitch, bodied what's his name, fucking Dan James out of the way, slotted it bottom corner, shirt off, Alisson celebration. I want to see all of that again. That's what I want to see. I need to see that. I need to see it. And that's it. Front. If our team performs and they're fit and Matip starts, then it's W, mate. Straight W.
Just saying, yeah, that team should. I mean, that's you're missing one guy there, pretty much. You're missing Virgil, and that's it.
You say one guy. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, what you're one-man team. That's what. You sound like a one-man team there. What Virgil's out of the team? And we're human again. We're mortal. Like we can lose. Like your injury crisis ain't even that deep. You're acting like you're the only team that's ever had.
Allow it.
We've lost people for a lot longer than that. That's what I'm saying.
It's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of Maguire and Bailly being out for the whole season, and you're playing McTominay and Fred centre back.
No, that's Klopp's decision to play Henderson there. That's all on Klopp. That's not.
Bruv, who else have you seen Reece
Play your
Phillips?
youth them, innit? Play your youth them. Buy
What
someone.
youth them?
Buy a centre back. Buy a centre back.
We'll get onto that.
Cop one.
We'll get onto that.
What's in the name? Cop one.
We're moving.
What happened to the cop? Can't cop nothing. They ain't got no peas. Cop's dead.
we're moving like some little team right now, man. It's so jarring.
No. But in all fairness, that's a very strong team. If that team plays,
Bro, we should. If Matip,
I'm worried.
I'm gonna say this with my chest now, yeah. If Matip plays, I think we win the game. Because it's not even him being at centre back. It's not having to put fucking Henderson at centre back, and then we've got to play someone else in midfield. Also now our bench, we started to get some squad. Like Shaqiri's back. We've got some players back now. I remember Jose's last game in charge of United. Remember how that went? Shaqiri off the bench. Yeah, remember the celebration before Mbappe.
Do you not remember? Do you not remember the team we were playing? We were playing like 6 at the back as well. We had Martial and Rashford tucked in. You weren't playing football, man. That was Mourinho. That was
Maureen, man. Maureen.
That's
yeah,
Mourinho,
they got rants. Maureen. Yeah.
That's Mourinho.
Yeah,
man.
I think with that team,
that's all his tactics.
With that team, he's killing the Spurs at the moment. Killing them. He'll win the Carabao Cup and then they'll be dead again.
Do you know what?
Back to Spursy, mate. Spursy.
You know what? I was worried. Yeah, I was like, I swear to God, if Jose leaves United or gets shifted from United and then goes to Spurs,
that's like people forget how toxic this guy is. People forget what he's on. Yeah, we'll get onto them later on. But they went 1-0 up. They did it again the other week against Wolves. Went 1-0 up inside 60 seconds. Tried to defend the whole rest of the game. He ain't winning the league like
just
that.
Go win the game. Like just go seize it with both hands. That's what I do not miss about Jose anyway. But cool. So
hit me with your predicted lineup. What do you reckon?
Cool. So I'm going with obviously David in goal. He's been in incredible form recently.
Bro, I thought you said David and Gog.
Gog, yeah.
Mad flashbacks.
No,
that's got a winner. Also got a winner against you, man. But anyway, go on.
David in goal. I feel like at the moment is starting to sort of replicate his best form. I'm really happy with the way David's been playing. And obviously got Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Bailly, and Luke Shaw left. That's what I hope. I hope we're playing a back 4, but you never know. We can end up playing a back 5.
I can see you coming. I can see you coming with 5 at the back. Ollie has proved, whether or not I rate him or not, he's proved that in the big games he is a bit of a bottler. He does love a 5 at the back.
A bottler.
Not in so much the result, but the tactics. If you turn up playing 5 at the back, and you're meant to be big man, top of the league. If you turn up playing 5 at the back, then in my eyes, bottling it. But we'll see, mate. We'll see which way the.
Yeah, I don't see it as bottling. I just see it as like it's a tactical choice at the end of the day. He's not fielding like. Do you know what I mean? He's playing top quality players. And yeah, if anything, I completely understand why we play 5 at the back. But for me, that's not my choice, and I'm going with the team I'd play. So yeah, I'm going to go with that back 5, sorry. And then I'd love it so much if you played Matic and Pogba again, just because they played so well against Burnley. That midfield, those two look like a proper midfield. A midfield that could win you the league. That's what I feel like anyway.
Is Matic the most mobile? He's how does this done now? Like 33, 34?
No, to be honest, I don't think we'll play the same midfield. I reckon it could be.
Bro, you know it's Fred. No. You know it's Fred. You know it's Fred McTominay. You know he loves that. He loves a bit of that.
Yeah. I reckon. Sorry, one sec. I reckon it will be Pogba. McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, and then we'll play. Do you know what? It could be a diamond. He could get Pogba, Bruno, and McFred in there. McTominay and Fred there.
Hey, what are you saying about Martial? He needs to step into the light a little bit at the moment.
It's
two
interesting.
Goals,
it's similar
two goals this season.
It's interesting because it's similar to like the chat that Bobby Firmino and Liverpool fans were getting. It's just interesting to see like how
it's Martial. It's always Martial, Lacazette. It's always Martial, Lacazette, and Bobby as a striker who work hard for the team and don't have to get goals. Bobby, for me, I've got no qualms in saying he's had a dead season. But he got the winner against Spurs, and then Palace was another good game. Apart from that,
since then it's been a bit, yeah. But for Tony, with Tony, I do think he is a confidence player. He's the sort of player to get goals in gluts. He doesn't really. He's not. I don't see him as like a consistent goal scorer. Even though he has proved that he can be at times, I do feel like he's still kind of growing into that number 9 role. But yeah, I think what he does give to us compared to like what we would get from like who do we used to have up there? But yeah,
Lukaku.
He does give. Yeah, it's just exactly Lukaku. That's what I was thinking of. I just erased him.
Goals, but he was just.
He can hold up the ball. Anthony Martial can hold up the ball.
Yeah, Lukaku was.
The ball sticks to him.
6'4", and he can't even. He's not even.
I don't want to diss Lukaku too much because I've got respect for him. I've got a lot of love for Lukaku. It just didn't really work out for him at United. And
the numbers with Lukaku, the numbers are good, but on the eye, man.
The touches, man. It's him controlling the ball.
I just fail sometimes.
Back. Yeah. But yeah, that's, let me finish on my team. So I think it could be a diamond, it could be a 5 at the back, but what I'm hoping for is a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, depending on how we.
You man never play 4-3-3 ever.
We did against Burnley, I think. It's hard to say because it's so easy. Like if Pogba joins the attack, it's a 4-3-3. You know what I mean? When we're defending, it's a 4-2-3-1.
He's looking like a problem. So how do you see?
He's got to play. He has to play. It has to be Pogba, McTominay for mobility, and then Bruno Fernandes in the cam. And then I want Martial. I want Rashford. I want Cavani. That's what I think is going to happen. But
Rashford on the right. Rashford on the right.
It'll probably be. I mean, you lose a bit of his game, but I do. One thing I clocked
about Rashford against Burnley is that he's playing on the right, but he's playing like he's still playing on the left. He still kept trying to cut in onto his left foot, which obviously isn't as good. Like, anyway, Rashford, we know our thoughts on him.
He's off.
Great guy, fucking love him. But
he didn't have the greatest game against Burnley, but the thing is with Rashford, he can change the game. He's turning into one of those players who can have a bad game, just like Bruno, but he can come up with the goods. And Marcus, I have no doubt in his ability. Always play him. I never want to take him off the pitch. Never. I mean, he has bad games, and if he comes off, fair enough. But for me, just stick him on, leave him on. He can do wonders. But yeah, so then that's my team. But one thing I'd like to just say, a little heads up: do not be surprised if Amad Diallo gets onto the bench. That's my prediction. Just because watching him,
he's trained. He trained like once or something. Or?
He's been training. He's done his isolation already before he came. And he's got the number 19, Rashford's old number. He's left-footed, pretty much both-footed. Plays off the right-hand side. In training videos and like some clips I saw online, he's playing on the right wing. So I think that's an interesting thing to consider, especially if you want to have a lot of pace on attack. I'm not saying he's going to start. I very much doubt that. But I would love to see him off the bench and see if we can make a similar impact.
I'm just smiling. I'm just smiling because this is the kind of chat we were hearing about Pepe when he busted the Prem. Number 19 as well, coming in looking amazing.
This Ivorian right winger is different. You hear me? This Ivorian right winger is different. If you
sounds a lot like Pepe. Man's got the same squad number.
But we'll left-footed. Time will tell, Shmel. That's the thing. Time will tell. But yeah, that's my team.
How do you see the game? How do you see the game panning out tactically? Like, what do you think is going to be? Because Ollie's looked a bit. I know he's got the nickname Ollie gonna freestyle from some people. Like, you don't really know sometimes how he's gonna set things up. It does always seem a bit like.
Yeah. Well, he's a tinker man, isn't it? He likes a tactical tweak, and I think it's interesting because a lot of the shit he gets is about. Is he tactically astute? But he's proved time and time again he can be tactically astute. If Mourinho's getting these results, playing these teams, he's getting. Do you remember what he was doing at the start of the season, playing awful football with Tottenham, and he was playing like anti-football, where people were like, "Oh, masterclass! Mourinho's back. He's inspired again." Like, do you know what I mean? It's one thing for one manager, one thing for the other, one thing for one club, and one thing for the other. This club is different, right? We have different standards. We get held to a different level. And that's what I'd like to just remind you guys, that Man United are built different to most clubs, and they are held under different scrutiny. One that maybe if you guys can keep up your successes, you might be able to reach that one time. But anyway,
I love that you stayed humble. You stayed humble for all of like 20 minutes, and the real Moses is starting to come out now.
This has annoyed me for a long time, Shmuel. Look, this has annoyed me for a long time.
You've been sitting on this.
Man United get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The amount of shit he has got, the amount of times I've defended him, Shmuel. You can vouch for me here. The amount of times I've had to stand up for my manager.
Bro, he's not even won anything yet. 4 semis, man. Like,
no.
Relax.
Listen, I'm not saying he has, but
actually, no, don't relax. Don't relax.
Talking about progress, man.
When you lot have to scrape third on the final day of the season, and you're 25 points behind Liverpool and City again, then we'll see what energy you've got.
That would be a failure. That would be a failure. For me, that'd be a failure. At the start of the season, my goal was first to get top 4 secured, and then get as close to Manchester City and Liverpool as possible. Those were my goals. I wasn't expecting us to win no title. That's why I'm so gassed.
No trophy.
Bro, that's not important. I want another summer of recruitment. I want another summer with Ollie getting his transfers. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Because what I'm seeing from this team is potential. I'm not saying we're title winners. I'm so gassed that we're top of the table.
I'm hearing a lot of title talk at the moment, man.
We're top of the table halfway through the season. It's not at the start of the season. It's not when Southampton were top. We're 17, 18 games into the season by the time this goes out.
You're top by that much, man. You're top by that much. Like,
but we're top. We're top. You can win the league by that much. We lost the league on goal difference.
It doesn't sound like big club mentality. That's all I'm saying. It sounds like
we're getting there, bro. We're getting there.
See when Everton went top of the league at the beginning of the season, they were all top above Liverpool. This is the kind of energy I'm getting at the moment. This is kind of. Also, a lot of people are sleeping on Man City, man. A lot of people. If they win their 2 games in hand, they're level on points with us.
Yeah, not with us though. Anyway, what I'm saying about Man City, I don't want my confidence or my happiness to come across as if I'm sleeping on Man City. Like, that's not what's happening, bro. Like, what I'm gassed about is Man United winning and Liverpool losing. Like, that's what I'm gassed about. It's not about Man City. I ain't slept on them. They smashed us in the League Cup the other day. Like, I know how good they are. And that's what I'm trying to say. My point is, if we don't win the title, that's not a failure for us. But it's failure for you. And
but do you not think you'll give it this smack you're talking right now? Do you not think you're gonna look a bit stupid?
I don't think it qualifies as smack.
May, I
don't think I've said
I'm seeing people saying good morning only to people top of the league, and like you think you're not rattling anyone. You just sound fucking ridiculous,
bro. You man are rattled. Like, I can hear you rattling from here, bro. I can hear you rattling from here.
I'm not rattling at all.
But no. In all fairness, I'm happy with the way Man United are playing. We're up. I was wanting us to be top 4 at this point in the season, but we're top of the table. So I'm happy. I'm a happy man.
Do you want me to level with you? Like I said to you, I think I said this to you earlier. Like, if this game on Sunday was at Old Trafford and we lost and went 6 points behind, I wouldn't really mind that much. It's the fucking home record, man. I can't deal with United being the team that breaks our home run of 65 league games at home. Like,
you've got previous.
That it's giving me Pizzagate vibes. That's the vibes I'm getting, and you know what happened in that game as well. I'm just, bro, I can't.
But yeah, brother, look.
I swear down, I can't take this if we lose. Like,
do you know what? Like, I'm going into the game confident, but like I said, we could easily be 3-0 down.
It's a free hit. It's a free hit. It's kind of a free hit for United. It's kind of a free hit for United.
We've done well enough to be able to be in a position where we can go to Anfield 3 points ahead of you, man. And if we lose the game, it's not the end of the world, right? But that's what I mean.
We need to win. We need to win.
You have to close that gap, and Man City come in as well. You got to make those points. But for me, the way I see it happening, this is completely contrasting to my predicted 11 or my 11. It's not my predicted 11. I'll give you my predicted 11 now. We'll probably play a diamond. I think we'll play a diamond and try and boss the midfield. So I reckon we'll play our back 5, the one I said already. But then I reckon it could be McFred and Bruno and Pogba.
Do you
know what I want? Yeah, I want Bruno and Pogba almost playing false 9s, 2 false 9s. Yeah. So we have McTominay and Fred here. Pogba, Bruno just in front, and then
it's like a 4-2-2.
Yeah, I
Like a
want
4-2-2-2.
Rashford and Martial up the wings, just like staying high and wide, and then we play into Pogba, Bruno, clever flicks around the corner. That's what I'd love to see, but it could easily be like a diamond or 4-2-2-2, whatever. But that's how I reckon we'll play it. Especially because defensively, what it does allow us is it allows us to fall into a 4-2-3-1 where Bruno drops in, Pogba covers the left, and then we get Rashford on the right and then Martial up top. But hopefully Martial's fit because I know he came off towards the end of the game with a hamstring.
Actually, I was going to ask you about that. Do you not think it was because he missed that fucking sitter? It's like one of them injuries where you're like, it's not really injured.
That missed.
Just giving it all of that. He did not look injured. You don't move.
And he's walking off like he's walking off, shaking
like...
Yeah. It could very well be one of them ones.
It looks a bit too sticky, man.
But how do you see you, man? Do you think Jurgen Klopp's going to implement anything different this game, or is it he's going to go standard?
I don't want to see what I saw against Southampton, which was it feels so long ago now. I don't want to see us playing 900 crosses into the box when Bobby's playing false nine and of course there's no one in the area. I don't want to see that. If we're gonna play all them crosses, we might as well fucking play Divock Origi up front because he's the only one he's our only striker who's got a bit of presence. But
Bobby Firmino's got a good header against Spurs, didn't he? So
yeah, it's from a set play though. He's good. He's got a good record of headers from set pieces, but I feel like it's slightly different open play. You do need to have a bit more presence about you. It's a big game for Trent. It's a massive game for Trent. Because he got dragged off by Klopp against Southampton.
Shocking performance. I haven't seen a performance that bad from him in a while. It wasn't even like he weren't defending well. It was just like he couldn't seem to string any passes.
The ball was just getting dashed away, man.
But that's the thing with Trent, though. I didn't notice that he's a low percentage crosser. Like he'll whip in a lot of balls, but then I think that one in every 5 will be perfect and on the money.
Yeah.
But the other 4 will be like they're not even close.
It's not like they're not going up for thrones or anything. It's just they're not really like he's not aiming for a person.
They're in the right space. Exactly, in the right areas. Yeah,
he's got that Kevin De Bruyne. He's got that Kevin De Bruyne thing where like he's playing into. He's seen the picture, and if we're not with it, then it is what it is.
I'd love to see Trent moved into centre mid, man. Honestly, but that's one for another time.
We've spoken about it. So we've spoken about that a lot, man.
That's one. I think we should do. We could do a whole episode on that. I'll get some stats up and everything. But yeah, cool. So how do you see Liverpool shaping up then? You've seen what you don't want Liverpool to do, but what do you think Jurgen Klopp's saying to your players before the game?
Thing is, we've been creating chances. It's just the quality of chances not been quite there. Like we're getting into the area, we're getting shots off, but
for sure,
I'm not seeing enough. You saw that against
Southampton. You really saw that. You had so many you had the ball in their half for the whole game. That I mean,
we're not doing it. There was no. It lacked penetration. Like I'm not here for seeing possession for possession's sake. Like it needs to be meaningful. It needs to be. You want to get the ball into opposition's area with as little passes as you can, ideally. Like I wasn't seeing that. We weren't moving the ball quick enough. We weren't. Right. The passes weren't incisive. We were kind of just lofting little balls here and there to no one. But I think it's a big game. Thiago should be like fully fit, up to speed. I know he beat Aston Villa year 10s the other day, but he did look good. He did look good. I'm still not over the fact. I personally have not celebrated that victory because they scored. I said that before.
Louis Barry.
Even if it's like 44, even if we won 44-2 and we scored 44 goals, I did not want to see them score at all.
Bro, so what I wanted, that kid Louis Barry, so I've been following that boy for about a couple of years now, literally following him on Instagram. He got a big move from West.
The football manager.
No, not even. He went from West. He was at West Brom. That's where he was a youth. But apparently he's been a Villa fan all his life. He was at West Brom and he got snapped up by Barca. And I remember hearing this in like.
He was there for 6 months, wasn't it?
Yeah. I remember him going out there and I was like, okay, cool. I want to see how this kid's doing. I mean, he must be pretty decent if Barca after him.
Yeah.
It obviously didn't work out for him. He came back and Villa snapped him up. I kind of think that deal he kind of didn't. I think he had one eye on Villa the whole time because he seems like he was a Villa boy when he was younger. So him going back to Villa, I think for him worked out well. And I reckon the finish was unbelievable. He looked like a seasoned striker.
Let me
the way he burst through.
let me say a couple of things. Yeah, the finish was great. It reminded me of like young Michael Owen. Like young. When the short sleeve used to come up to like past the elbow.
Yeah,
like
elbows. 3/4 length sleeves.
But what I will say, Reece James, not Reece James. Reece Williams was running like he was running in fucking. You see, the KFC gravy is like extra thick. It's like thicker. It's like between actual sauce and gravy. He's had no turn of pace. There's no turn of pace. But the finish was level, man.
Bro, let's do. We forgot. What's your prediction then? If you're gone, you can go first.
Score prediction.
Yeah. I don't think either of us are getting this right, by the way. I reckon this is going to be
neither do I. Yeah, I know.
Your chin's doing all right nowadays. Is that you?
Come on.
Is that you, man?
It's written for United to come and do what they need to do and get the win in it. It's written, like if you wanted to write, perfect synergy would be for it to for this run to come to an end when Bruno
Fernandes penned last minute.
Some stupid shit like that, man.
Bro. If that happened, that I literally
the one thing I will say is
I'll swim in all the tweets being like Bruno a penalty Manchester United. I'll swim in them, bro. I'll swim. Bro, I just love it.
The one thing I don't want to see. The one thing I don't want to see, and that goes for both sides. I don't want to see some next refereeing or
no. I don't want to no. No Kevin Friend. I don't
want to see. Yeah, he's well, is he shaking you man as well?
It's on site. If I catch him on road, it's on site, bro. Kevin Friend, if you can do.
Oh man. But yeah, my heart is saying 2-0. But I can see it being a draw, to be honest. I can see a 1-1.
Yeah. I can see
us dominating. I can see us dominating and going ahead, and you getting some fucking juju equaliser last 5 minutes or something. But
Ollie, yeah. Do you know what?
I'm not confident. I'm not confident in the slightest.
Nah. So I think for me, yeah, this game will tell me a lot about whether I should be getting excited about us and being a title challenger.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because right now we're in this period where we're top of the table, but no one can kind of believe it. We're all a bit like, what? How have we done this?
What do we do now?
We're playing so dead, but we're here for a reason. We're top of the table for a reason, right? We've won 11 games this season. Whether those matches were deserved, we won those games, and that's what you need to do is get those points on the table. So we've been efficient. We've been able to get points from games
by any means necessary.
But what we'll find out against Liverpool at Anfield when it really, really matters is do our team have the balls, and is our team going to be put out with the right mentality and the right game plan to win the game? Because Man United against Liverpool, we always paid respect against Liverpool, even from the Fergie days when we went to Anfield. He knew it's
never easy game. Small pitch, crowd, like
Solskjaer knows this. He's not an idiot. No matter what people would like to say about him and painting him, he is no fool. That man is an astute manager, and he's finally starting to get the props that he deserves. Because I've seen a lot of smoke about Solskjaer, and it's all seemed to go away right now. No one's saying anything about Solskjaer. All I'm hearing is apologies. So what I want now is Solskjaer. I want Solskjaer to capitalise. I want him to show we're Man United. We don't fear any team. The devil is stronger than a flipping bird. Do you know what I mean? Some mythical bird from God knows where. Do you know what I mean? We're Man United. We've won the Premier League 20 times. You're giving me
so much good material to clip right now.
Bro, I don't care. That's who we are. I'm not telling you what we're gonna do. I'm saying this is who we are. We're Man United.
Man said the devil's stronger than a bird. Yeah, kid.
Do you know what I mean, bruv? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I think the result for me, I'll take a draw, but I'll take a 1-1.
Fucking bet you will.
It could easily be 3-0 in the first half. It could be 3-0 you, man, first half, and I'll probably turn off the TV and just, this will be the last episode we ever do. Or I reckon, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, 2-1 Man United. 2-1 Man United. That's what I'm hoping.
2-1 United.
I reckon it'll be a draw, but I'm going with 2-1 because I back my boys, and yeah, I think Virgil will be a big miss. I think Virgil will be a big miss for you, man. The pace from Rashford. I want Rashford first minute onto Trent. I want him chopping inside out, in, out, bang, shake it all about. That's what I want. That's what I want from Rashford.
Trent, man. I just need to see him do his thing. I can't.
Yeah, we're gonna for the first time. I think we'll see Trent and Robertson. Maybe not Robertson as much, but we'll see Trent under being tasked to defend. Well, I hope he is, because otherwise I'll be bloody gutted, because I mean we haven't really attacked. But that's what I want to see. I want to see what Rashford's got. I want Rashford to stick it on Trent from the first minute. I want him to be like.
He's got previous, hasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Brother, I just cut the time. We've run a bit over them.
I know. Excited first episode, man.
But bro, I mean, how could we not be excited? This game is literally. You see me try to stay humble, and you see what happens when I start talking. It just slowly starts to rise.
As much as I'm not looking forward to what could happen, I've not felt like this about a game for a long time. So
amen.
That's football, innit? We've got some shit times going on at the moment, but. At least we got football, man.
Yeah, but guys, thank you very much.
Should we wrap up?
Let's wrap it up,
whoever
guys.
the fuck's going to be watching this, thank you for viewing.
God knows, probably about 30 people. Hopefully, that's our target for the first episode, but hopefully more. We'll never know. But yeah, thank you for joining us, guys. Go on, Ishmael. Sorry,
socials will be right at the bottom of the screen in the description.
Maybe there.
Our logo will be down there as well. Shout out Bell. You know who you are.
Yeah, thank you, Bell. Appreciate you. But yeah, so do you know what? I think there's nothing more to do than to try and to wrap this up with our lovely new phrase, or turn phrase that we've come up with. So yeah,
tell them, man. Tell them.
Welcome. So hopefully this is the first episode of one of many more to come. But yeah, this is Weird and Wonderful, and yeah, this is the place where, as you hopefully have seen, two diehard fans come to hash out the biggest talking points in the beautiful game. It could get ugly, as you can see up there, but Ishmael, the game always stays beautiful, doesn't it?
Always, mate. Always. Love.
We'll see each other on Monday.
I swear to God, if we win. Oh my days.
You know what? There's so much on the line. I'm living with Joe as well, so one of our best mates. He's a massive Liverpool fan. So
shout out Joe, mate. Shout out Liam as well.
There's no hiding. So, yeah. Do you know what? The best team win. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to this game in a long time. A Liverpool United game in a long time. I hope it lives up to the expectations. Really, I hope it's not a 0-0. I hope whoever wins gets to, you know what I mean, really stamp their name on the game. So. Yeah, cool. Ishmael, we'll speak on Monday. We'll probably speak before then. But yeah, Monday.
Depends how the result goes. I'm not even lying. If we lose, I might not chat to you till Monday. I'm being serious, man.
But we'll wrap this up, and we'll chat about this again on Monday. Hopefully, you guys will be there to join us as well. But yeah, guys, it's been weird and wonderful. Thank you very much, and yeah, hopefully it's the first of many to come. Peace. Safe, mate.
In a bit.